Namaskaram everyone, this is Vishwaksen and welcome to Vaka Talks, where we talk about mental health and emotional well-being in different kinds of relationships. We are talking about the different qualities of a good wife or a husband and expanding its looking at it and expanding its validity in various roles. It's just talking about people in the foreground and people in the background. It's not talking about particular husband and wife roles. Anytime anytime someone is in the foreground and we are in the background, we have to assume the qualities of the wife that is being mentioned. If we are in the foreground and some others are in the background, we need to assume the qualities of the good husband. So today let's talk about Karaneshu Daksha, Daksha Prajapati, or capable person. So when we're talking about maintenance and running of a unit, a smooth running of a unit, we need to have a capable, firm hand, and we need to take care about the general good of the whole unit. And it is not always it, we are not always pacifying the people, because if we only focus on pacifying people, we will be very quickly taken advantage of. They are going to exploit us. So we need to be strict where we need to be. If someone has done something wrong, they need to understand that what they have done is wrong and they need to face the consequences. So we need to have a firm grip, not a cruel grip, uh, uh, not a punishing grip, but we need to make sure that the whole unit that we are trying to keep running runs smoothly. The when we go too pacifist, we are just they're just going to walk all over us. We are going to be assumed as doormats. When we are too strict, when we are too firm, we are punitive, we are seen as terrible. So there needs to be a balance. We need to be kind and generous always, but we need to let the people do what they want. At the same time, we also need to ensure that they do good, they do properly. Same thing, Karyeshu Yogi. We need to make sure that they do it properly and they do good actions. They do not destroy environment. They do not cause problem to the society or to themselves. So this balance between being firm and being tender is very important. And when we are in the foreground trying to run and uh, maintain the system, we need to learn to balance uh, where we need to be firm and where we need to be mellow. And well, Daksha Prajapati, yes, he had made mistakes and he had learned his lessons. Every time he makes a mistake, he is punished. So it does not mean that we will be perfect. That is the beauty of the Puranas. No one is going to say that, oh, you cannot change. You have done a mistake, so you're completely done, or you're completely good. You cannot do any mistake. Well, only Paramatma is completely devoid of his nirguna nirakara. So he's completely devoid of all these attachments, all these feelings. But apart from the Paramatma, if you look at Indra, Indra has done many mistakes. But what makes him a devta is he makes the mistake and he rectifies it. He takes the punishment. He's not going to sit down and say like, oh, it's like it's not fair. It's like I didn't do anything wrong. and it's just someone who is the wrong, someone else is in the wrong. He accepts that when he does something wrong, he did it, and he pays the price for it. So that is what makes him a devta, and he gets back his powers. On the contrary, when asuras come in, they keep shifting the blame onto others. They deny doing anything wrong. So this is the difference. That is why asuras can never hold on to power for long. Paramatma will step in and seat Indra back on the throne, because exploitation and blame shifting uh, and using power to control others, this is not how you run the system. You should let people live the way they want, but you also need to have a guidelines, and you need, when you are enforcing the guidelines, when you are enforcing the rules, you have to be strict, you also have to be mellow, and the balance between it is very important. And when we are in the foreground, and we need to take the advice of our counsel, there are people in the background who did a lot of study, research, analysis, and who is advising us for the general good of the whole unit. We need to consult them, and we need to make sure that the unit is running properly. And this basically is a masterclass in management. This one line, this basically two lines for the people in the background and people in the foreground. Karaneshu Mantri and Karaneshu Daksha. This is a masterclass in management of any unit, and that is why I feel that these are not said, spoken about particular people or particular roles, because people in the background in one activity will be in the foreground in a different activity. So it is completely going up and coming down and going around. It's like we assume different roles, and each role, whether we are in the foreground, what are our qualities, if we are in the background, what are our qualities. That's all we need to look at in when talking about any relationship, whether being personal, romantic, or professional, platonic or romantic, any relationship. All we need to look at is whether we are in the foreground or the background, and act accordingly. If you like my content, please hit the like button and share your experiences in the comment section below, and please share my videos with people you feel would benefit from my content, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Until we meet again.